All right, gonna hop into another swing check here from my buddy Evan. This is Ryan from Golf Fit. Okay, so first things first, your primary swing plane line is here right now. However, the primary swing plane line should be here, which means that the hands need to drop down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because that's where it should be. Now, the rest of your posture overall, I would say, is pretty solid, but we've got to get the hands and arms to relax a little bit. Kind of drop the elbows down a little bit so that the primary swing plane line or the shaft of the golf club should be pointing through the belly button in your setup. Now, as we start the takeaway, you've got a pretty good takeaway. Keeping the right knee flexed. You can see that the hands and the club are in the same general vicinity, which is a really good thing. And then as we get up to the top of the golf swing, I can see that you're doing a good job of setting the club at the top. Now, one thing that stands out to me here is your shoulders are very level at the top. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change that, but ideally, if you look at all the PGA Tour pros, they're going to have some shoulder tilt that looks pretty close to about like this, okay? Meaning that they're maintaining shoulder tilt. Now, as you get up to the top, now, you had mentioned that you know your swing is steep and that you don't necessarily want to change your entire swing. I totally get that feeling. Now, as you get up to the top, if you were to stop your golf swing about right here and then from there go ahead and transition and shallow out the club, you'd be fine. But what happens is you keep going back, and then in the process of continuing to go back, you have a subtle a shift and adjustment here that causes you to bring that club down steep. Okay? So in a perfect world, you would just stop here. Okay? You can see that the shaft of the golf club is already shallow there. And from that point, you would just go ahead and start your transition, meaning that you would start tilting the shoulder down, start firing the hips, and that should help shallow out the club. But because you continue to go back, it's going to reroute the club angle a little bit, and then that's where the steep club angle comes down and starts to get out in front of your hands. Now, the other thing that's happening here is at the bottom, you can see how your hands kind of have to play catch up. And the reason they're having to catch up and play that little bit of a flip through impact is because the body is not leading the swing enough. And so what's happening is your hands are trying to catch up as you swing left to third base there to go ahead and swipe across the golf ball. Now, if you get your body leading more, then that will eliminate the flip. But the only way you're going to be able to do that and implement that comfortably into your swing is by doing a lot of drills and repetitions without hitting the golf ball to kind of build that muscle memory. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can help you with that. Otherwise, just keep on keeping on, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, aim small, swing smooth. Peace.